Padre Pio was born Francisco on May 25, 1887 in Italy. His parents were peasant farmers. As a child, he was very religious, and by the age of 5, he reportedly made the decision to dedicate his life to God. Fortunately, his parents were also very religious, and they supported his Catholic development. Francisco was known for taking on penances, and his mother once scolded him for sleeping on a stone floor. From his tender age, Francisco was able to see guardian angels and spoke with Jesus and the Virgin Mary. This was not something taught to him, but occurred so naturally, he assumed other people could see them too. He spent many years as a child, tending to a small flock of sheep. Unfortunately, the work meant he was unable to attend school regularly, so he quickly fell behind other kids his age. Francisco was also sickly. In 1897, after 3 years of schooling, Francisco asked if he could become a friar. His parents traveled to a nearby community of monks and asked if Francisco could join. He was told he needed more education first. In order to prepare Francisco, his parents hired a private tutor. To pay the cost of the tutor, his father traveled to America to find work and sent the money he earned home. At the age of 15, Francisco entered the monastery. Brother Pio, as he was known, became a priest in 1910, but was permitted to remain at home because of his poor health. On September 20th of that year, Padre Pio was hearing confessions when he felt pain in his hands and feet. He noticed the stigmata, the wounds of Christ, appearing. The wounds smelled of roses, and although they continued to weep, they never became infected. Doctors who later examined the stigmata were amazed at their perfectly round shape. By 1919, word began to spread about Padre Pio's stigmata, and people had come from far away to examine him. Padre Pio himself was uncomfortable with his newfound popularity and the attention he received. A church investigation into his stigmata concluded that his condition was not faked. In 1947, a humble Polish priest visited Padre Pio, who prophetically told him that he would rise to the highest post in the church. That priest became Pope John Paul II in 1978. Padre Pio became internationally famous. He was known for his piety, charity, and the quality of his preaching. He famously advised, "Pray, hope, and don't worry." Padre Pio died on September 23, 1968. His funeral was attended by over 100,000 people. Pope John Paul II recognized Padre Pio as a saint on June 16, 2002. His feast day is September 23rd, and he is the patron of civil defense volunteers and adolescents. To learn more about Padre Pio, visit Catholic.org, and if Padre Pio inspires you or someone you know, shop for his items at CatholicShopping.com, a one-of-a-kind shopping experience.